this is Coach Paul. I hope that you have been enjoying reliving all of the games from our 1991 Bellevue Cougar season. If you remember, in our last episode, we were in the Shelby Baptist Tournament and we beat LaBelle Haven. And that qualified us for the championship game against Ridgeway. Ridgeway had beaten Beverly Hills. So it's a championship game held out at Germantown Baptist Church Sports Complex. It was took place on July the 6th, 1991. Now let me tell you, this is a down-to-the-wire, exciting game. I think you'll enjoy reliving it. So here we go. Shelby Baptist Championship, 1991. The Cougars won the torn toss, so Ridgeway was first bat. We took the field, and the ball was the first batter hit the ball somewhere. The video doesn't show, but there was an out at first, and that's how the game began. One batter, one out. Coming off our big win against LaBelle Haven the night before, we put Elise back at pitch again. And our batting order was Rebecca Stokes leading off at shortstop. Amy was at catch, then third bat was Elise at pitch. Sean was cleanup at third base. Then Natalie played center field. Susan played first base. Rebecca was in left field once again. That played off in the LaBelle Haven game. Jessica was at second, and Adrian played right field with Sarah West coming in right field later in the game. The second batter for Ridgeway got a base hit. Rebecca Stokes just couldn't quite get there. And the next batter also got a base hit. And Jessica at the second base. She could just barely not get there. So Ridgeway had runners on first and third with one out when their cleanup batter came up. She hit a ball to Rebecca Stokes at shortstop. Beautiful play by Rebecca over the season at first. Two outs, but the run that was on third at the time did score. So Ridgeway takes the lead 1-0. And then the final out of the inning was a towering fly ball to center field, and Natalie made a wonderful catch to end the inning. So going into the bottom of the first, Ridgeway is ahead 1-0. So here we go into the bottom of the first. Rebecca Stokes is up at bat. And watch what Rebecca does. She gets a solid base hit. She's going for second. They overthrow the ball at second. She comes all the way around and scores. And just like that, it's 1-1. Looks like this is going to be a really good, close game. Amy is up next. And Amy swings and pops it up. One out. Coming up next, our pitcher, Elise Roach. Trying to get something else going here. And Elise also pops the ball up. Third baseman gets it. So we got 2 outs. Coming up, our cleanup hitter, Sean Campbell. See what she can do. Swing, solid line drive, but it goes right to the left fielder. The ball gets away from her a little, but not enough for Sean to advance to second. So Sean's on at first. Coming up next, Natalie Beatty, who made a great catch out there in center field the last inning, the top of the first. Let's see if she can keep it going here. She's our lefty. And she drops it in there for another single. Sean moves to second, so we got 2 on and 2 out. Now, coming up, Susan Cates. Let's see if Susan can keep it going here. And she hits a solid line drive that gets past the third baseman, goes out into left field a little, but the left fielder was there to keep Sean from advancing past third. So now we have the bases loaded. Bases loaded, 2 out. And we got another power hitter up in Rebecca Britt. Rebecca's playing left field this game, as she did in the last game against LaBelle Haven, and made a very vital, spectacular catch in that LaBelle Haven game to get the 3rd out in I believe it was the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss. You can see Jim Shoemaker, Joe Darr over there in the dugout. Laurie coaching first. Now, I call timeout here, and I do not for the life of me know what the problem was. I said something to the ump, then the ump comes out and says something to the pitcher. So maybe the pitcher was not, didn't have her feet on the rubber properly or something. I don't recall exactly what it was. But then Jim comes out, and I believe he doesn't talk to the ump. He talks with his catcher. And the ump comes over, so I'm not sure what the problem was. I guess we'll never know. Nobody will ever remember. And Becca swings and strikes out. So, at the end of 1 inning, it is all tied up, 1-1. What a game. So here we go to the top of the second. Elise pitching. This is Carrie Darr at bat. I think it was her name. Wasn't it Carrie? She played with us later. The ball's hit back to Elise, over to Susan at first. 2 pitches and 1 out. Now, the next batter coming up hits a towering fly ball. Rebecca Stokes is on the run for it. She jumps, leaps in the air, and snags the ball for a fantastic catch. This is really good. Watch this. And, of course, we'll have to put it in slow motion after we see it the first time. What an amazing catch by Rebecca Stokes. Rebecca was really a good ball player. A good hitter, good defensive player, and that's a good example right there. So we got 2 outs, another ball hit back to Elise. She fields it perfectly over to Susan. Just like that, there's 3 outs. We held them scoreless. And at the end, or rather going into the bottom of the second, we are tied 1-1. Coming up first in the bottom of the second is Jessica, and she gets a lead-off walk. The count was 3 balls and 2 strikes on her when she got that lead-off walk. The score is tied 1-1. We held Ridgeway scoreless at the top of the second. Let's see what we can do. Coming up to bat next, Adrian Yarbrough. On the first pitch, which is a ball 1, Jessica steals second. And then Adrian draws a walk. So we have runners at first and second. Nobody out. Coming to bat, Rebecca Stokes. And Rebecca draws a walk. Now, we don't know what happened. Somehow or another, Jessica got out. There's no video of it. I don't remember what happened. But she was out. Maybe it was a play trying to steal on a pass ball, wild pitch. Who knows? But meanwhile, we still got Rebecca Stokes at bat, and now she gets the walk. So we got runners on first and second. Coming up, Amy Dunn. Her first pitch is in the dirt, and Adrian steals third. So go-ahead run down at third. Amy at bat. She swings and hits a high fly ball, and the left fielder catches it. 2 outs. Still got Adrian at third. Need to get that run in to take the lead. Coming up to bat is Elise Roach. Let's see what Elise will do. She swings and it's another fly ball. This one goes to the shortstop. She's out. So at the end of 2 innings, the score is 1-1. Neither team scored in the second inning. quite a game going there.